Check out this interview done with Miss McCall and the manager of the Carteret County Humane Society. Let's tune in to see how the Humane Society benefits our county and to see where the funds collected from our penny drive will go. Okay, we are here with the fabulous Miss Rachel Harden, who is the manager of the Crystal Coast Humane Society. Thank you for joining us today.
You're welcome.
So, Rachel, like I told you a little bit before, we are doing a fundraiser that we would like to donate funds to the Humane Society, but I want to make sure the kids here at Moorhead Primary know kind of what you guys do and how important the organization is. So, can you tell us a little about what the Carteret County Humane Society does?
So we take care of all the dogs and cats and sometimes creatures like rabbits and guinea pigs that or they found them on the side of the road. So we take care of them and then we find the next home.
Okay, so I'm just gonna make sure I understood because it was a little bit breaking up, but I heard you say you take care of like dogs and cats and sometimes rabbits. And what were some of the other ones you said?
We've done guinea pigs, birds, hamsters, rats, goats, a little bit of everything.
And how do people bring them to you, or how do they get to you guys? How does that work?
Yeah, so people do bring them. So if they find them running down the highway, if they find them at their house, or if it's at care of in living situations, they bring them to us.
Okay, so they bring them to you, and then kind of what happens after that? Do you have a place for all of them, especially if they're different animals? What happens after they're brought to you?
Yeah, so once they're brought here, we have individual rooms for them. We have a cat room, and then we have dog kennels. That tech on staff to make sure they're happy and healthy and everything's good to go with them, and then they get moved to their designated area. Public.
Okay. They get moved to their designated area, and then from there, can people come? Because I know sometimes people can adopt from the humane shelter, right? Is that a possibility?
Yeah, we love for people to come out and they can see what animals we do have, and then we can adopt them. They go into their forever home.
Okay, great. So one of my questions you've already answered, which is what kind of animals do you guys work with? And you answered that one already. But I know that you depend a lot on volunteers there. Can you tell us what some of the volunteers who come, what they do, and kind of how old you have to be to volunteer, that type of information?
So for your age to volunteer, if you want to be able to volunteer by yourself, you have to be 18. But if you're young, like you guys, you can come with your parent, your guardian, and interact with every single day. They all get lots of dishes, lots of laundry that gets older volunteers they're able to walk our big dogs and get them some exercise outside.
Okay, so you said the older volunteers can kind of walk the dogs, get them exercise, and what did you say needs to be done every single day? You cut out just a bit with that.
We have to clean all their kennels. Every animal that's with us gets a clean kennel, so they can have a clean environment for water, food, a clean box for the cats.
Yeah, that sounds like a lot to do every single day.
So when we have volunteers, it's very helpful. So we can our staff can focus on the care of the animals and making sure they're happy and healthy and taken care of.
Yeah, that totally makes sense. Why is it important to have the Humane Society?
It is important. That way, any animals that are strays or running around, they have somewhere that they can live that's safe in the shelter. So they're not out wandering around. And then we can, kind of see what we have and get them into a home.
Okay. And so I heard you say that if some of our kiddos who are watching this, because they're younger, they cannot volunteer by themselves. But one of the options, a way they could help, is they could come out with their mom or dad to help volunteer, or an adult. Is there anything else that they can do that kids can do to kind of help with the Humane Society?
We do have some kids that will do fundraisers for us, just different. Or for their birthdays, instead of asking for gifts for themselves, they ask for donations for us, dog food or cat food, with us.
Okay, so there's a way that they could kind of get donations, because I'm sure there's things you guys are always needing, I would imagine. Yes, I can imagine. So I appreciate you talking with us, and I know, can you tell everybody where you're located or where they can find you?
We are on Hibbs Road in Newport, so on the same road where New Middle School is, right wire.
Okay, perfect. Did you want to give us a little bit of a tour? And I might kind of restate questions because at points you're breaking up, and so just so everybody knows. So if you want to show us around a little bit, that would be awesome.
Yeah, we sure will. So we're going to start in the cat room. So all these cats that you guys are going to see are all adoptable. So that means they're looking for their forever home. They're staying with us until someone comes and falls in love with them. And a lot.
You do have a lot. So these are for all of our cat lovers out there.
Okay, so this is our cat room. All of these cages all have cats. So they're all looking for their forever home. This is Norma. She's her forever home. But yeah, so all of these cages you see have to get cleaned every single day, just to make sure that they're happy and healthy and taken care of.
They look pretty happy, pretty content.
They are all sleeping right now. It's about lunchtime, so it's quiet around here and they're ready to take a nap. So, cat room. And then we have a kitten room, which actually has kittens in it right now because we have so many. This is our kitten room. All of these cages also have cats in them. So it's a lot of them. This is Miss Diana. She's up for adoption.
That is a lot of cats. Wow.
So it's a lot to take care of and a lot of cleaning.
Yes.
So, yeah. So we're gonna go to the dogs. This is we call it our main house. So all these dogs are adoptable. Looking for their forever home. They're really loud and they're gonna bark at me because they're not used to people walking in with a camera. So if it gets loud, I'm yelling.
Okay.
Okay.
Perfect.
So all of these little babies are all up for adoption, looking for their forever home. And that is Miss Lassie. She's a cutie. So one of our main tasks is cleaning these guys every single day. And then they get to go outside and have exercise time too, which I'll show you next. So these guys are all cute. Okay. To go outside every day and get exercise. I don't know if you can see it way back in that corner over there. It's a big fenced-in area where they can go off leash.
Yes.
Around and get all of their energy out, which is awesome. So, and we have two more way over there. There's another one, and then there's one right there. That's where they can go and get all the crazy out, which is awesome.
Are there only certain dogs that are allowed to go in there at a time? Like, I would imagine they can't all go at the same time, most likely.
Yeah, so we only put one in at a time, unless we know that they like other animals, and then they can play together, and that kind of gets some of their energy out as well, and it helps them be more adoptable. So we have a lot of animals and a lot of dogs and cats. So.
Do you have any other animals in right now outside of cats and dogs, or are those all the ones that you guys have right now?
We actually have some chickens, which I'm walking down to now. We have a barn area, so if we get chickens or goats, or we've even had pigs, they come down here and they stay until we can find them an appropriate home where someone has lots of land, so they can have them and let them live out their life. So we've seen a little bit of everything that comes through here. So they are, and we love our kids.
Do you have something an animal that's come through that like you feel like was kind of your favorite, or whether it be a certain breed or because it was unique?
Well, me personally, I'm a chicken person, so I love when the chickens come in, and I like to cuddle them. But really, sometimes we get awesome dogs that we unfortunately circumstances that them a little bit more love and attention just because the owner does love them a lot. They just unfortunately can't care for them. So, so I'm going to turn it around and you see some of our chickens that are up for adoption. I don't know if you can see them through there. But they're currently 11.
Yeah, I can see it.
So
There's 11. Is that what you said?
they just hang out at the barn until they're adoptable, until someone comes to see them. So we have a lot.
I love that. So can you talk to us about if somebody comes down and wants to adopt an animal, is there like a fee that goes with that, or how does that process work?
Yes, so there is a fee that comes with it, which with that fee, it includes getting them up to date on all their vaccinations, kind of like when you guys go to the doctor, they get all of those, and they come microchips, so if they ever get loose, they can be found again, and everything that you need for them. So, and it helps pay for all their care while they are here as well, because it's a lot. So.
I love that. Is there anything else that you think the boys and girls would need to know so they understand a little bit more about the Humane Society?
Just that we would really love for anybody to come out here and check it out if you haven't already been down here. Bring your parents, of course, and it's just nice to try and find a good home if you guys are able and willing to adopt an animal. We have
That is great. Well, we are going to be having our fundraiser, and we'll hopefully come down and be able to take some pictures when we have our funds to bring to you guys. Probably about the end of March is when we're looking at.
Okay.
It'd be awesome if we could even get a couple students to come down with us, but we'll kind of have to see how that goes. And if I am looking for, we have some students who are virtual. So if they want to donate items, it might be easier for them to do that. Where would we go to find a list of what is needed there?
We have a website, cchsshelter.com, and it has a wish list on there of items that we use on a regular basis and need also.
Okay, perfect. We'll go ahead and access that and put that out there as well in case people want to also donate things like that. Thank you very much for taking your time today. Sorry about all the technical issues. It is like the time we live in right now. And we're planning on sending you guys a copy of the book that we're reading so you can kind of see where this idea has kind of come from. But we are so excited to partner with y'all and hope that we can raise a good amount of money for you.
Yeah, we greatly appreciate all the help and love when the community, and especially our children, help us out and recognize us. So it's awesome.
Perfect. Rachel, thank you so much again. And I look forward to being in touch soon.
You are very welcome. Thanks. Bye.
Bye.
Here are additional items that the Humane Shelter is in need of. If you would like to contribute, please bring the items to school and add them to the box by the front office. Thank you, and I can't wait to see how much we raise for this great part of our community.